I'm out here walking Sev. That's Sevy boy. In my backyard we got these trails. Hills everywhere, surrounded by hills. It's killer. Yo, let's go. Just a quick one. Bikes that I'm liking in 2020 slash 2021. There's heaps. There's so many bikes being released. There's so many good bikes, but there's a few that are on my list of things that I really want to, hang on a sec. Bikes I really want to test. So the Banshee Prime V3 or the Banshee Titan in a medium. The large will be a little bit too big for me, I think. And you also have the option of going the 450 chainstay or the 435 chainstay with the Banshee, which is a killer option. So if you're going a medium, you'd probably go the 435, and if you're going a large, I'd definitely recommend the 450. It'd be killer. It'd be so good. Those long chainstays are exactly where it's at. So 440 chainstay for my kind of favoured reach, which is a 460-ish, is, to me, that's perfect. Yo, come here. To me, that's perfect. You've got the Specialized Enduro, which are impossible to come across around here for a demo at least. So that's one that's hen's teeth. So if there's any of you guys out there that are running a new Specialized Enduro, I'd love to demo it. I would absolutely love to demo it. But either way, it doesn't matter. The Pole Stamina was a killer bike. That was fun. There's no need for me to demo that bike again. I know where it's at. I'd like to ride it on different trails, but I know where that thing's at. It's a wild beast. It's killer. The Trek Slash is number one for me at the moment. That's the bike I'm absolutely most gagging to ride. It seems like it's a weapon. The seat angle's steep enough. If you're a real tall dude, it's probably just going to be back to not feeling that good, because the actual seat angle isn't very steep, but the virtual seat angle is steep enough. It's around the 75 mark, so it's good enough for a guy like me. I'm not overly tall, but the rest of the bike seems like it's rad. The Super Lux that it comes with the bigger negative chamber, which is, to me, that's going to be the standard soon. The suspension kinematics, I love how a Trek feels. I can always get a Trek to feel super compliant at the back and still carry good speed. So I'm really intrigued to see. To be honest, here now. I almost bought a Trek Slash. I tried to buy a Trek Slash not long ago, purely because I can't demo one. It's the same story as with the Transition. I couldn't demo one, so I thought, bugger it, I'll just buy it. That sounds like I've got, dentist money, but I definitely don't. I'm just trying to prioritise and spend the money on the things that make me happy, and get my juices flowing and get my brain ticking along. So that didn't happen. And also on that list that kind of hovers around the top as well, I've demoed a carbon and an alloy version of this bike. It's the Norco Sight. That thing is so good. It's fast. It's calm. The ride aligned system is rubbish. Don't pay any attention to it. Set your bike up like you'd set every other bike up. Following too many intricate metrics there it'll only put you in the hole, and it'll take you way longer to get the bike feeling like you want it to feel. Here now. Anyone with a Norco will probably know that. The newer Norcos. So got some lovely people here. Look at my neighbours. Everybody's killer. This area is so nice. So I'm living on the east side of Adelaide, and it's the best place in the world. It's honestly the best place in the world. I would not live anywhere else. I've got trails everywhere. I've got freedom. I've got awesome people. I've got awesome local shops, South Australian shops, heaps of local businesses. It's killer. But anyway, they're the bikes that are biggest on my list at the moment. I was really hoping that Giant would improve their rain. It's still killer. I want to test the rain 29er, but I was hoping they'd fix the 27.5 as well for the guys who like the 27.5s. We need a steeper climbing position. That's all we need. The back end of the Giant is phenomenal, but the pedaling positions, 72 or 73 degree seat angle is not acceptable these days. So fix that, fix the 27.5. I'm definitely going to try the Trance X, the new Trance X. That thing looks like a bit of a weapon. We got heaps to try, so there's heaps in the pipeline, heaps in the works. And one outlier, there's a fair bit of talk these days with the there's a fair bit of talk with high pivot bikes. With the idler pulley. And oh, this is killer. Look at this place. Got a little bike track for the kids. It's so rad. There's parks everywhere. I love it. I absolutely love it up here. High pivot bikes. So you got the Forbidden Druid, you got the Craftworks ENR. Stay here. You got the Craftworks ENR, which is the original, very, very capable bike. You know what? I'm going to hit up Geordie and Hugh soon as well to demo the Craftworks again, because I'd like to ride that. If you guys are watching and you've got one with a high spec, you know, maybe a Lyric on it and a good rear shock, maybe a Float X2 or something like that, can I please test it? Can I please give that a slap? Preferably a large, something big enough for me to have a bit of room on, a 460, 470 reach, something like that. I really want to test it again, because these high pivot bikes, I know they're killer. There's only one thing I don't like about the high pivot bikes, and it's purely a car park problem. So bouncing around when you're bunny hopping, it feels like as you lift the front wheel up. So if I'm doing a bunny hop, I lift the front wheel up, then drop back down. As you lift the front wheel up and pull the back up, it kind of pushes, as the back recoils, like extends, it pushes the front down, which is a bit unnerving when you don't expect it. But I don't feel any of it on the trail. They feel killer on the trail, and the bump compliance is, in most situations, I think superior. But I need a refresher. I need to ride them again. So DV8 Cycles, the Highlander. That's a fairly new one on the floating around. I've never seen one in Australia. We do have an Australian distributor in Melbourne, I believe. So I'm going to try and get my hands on one of them. I think that thing will be the ultimate trail bike weapon. So it's 140, 160. I believe they've got a 150 link to make it 150, 160, which slackens it out a little bit as well. So that thing looks killer. The medium is maybe a little small for me. It's only a 1201 wheelbase, but it is what it is. I'm going to try and get on one and see how that goes. So Forbidden Druid, DV8 Highlander, Craftworks ENR, all three of them are high on my list of bikes to try for sure. But that's kind of my highlights so far. So get out there, ride your bike, enjoy it, and make the most, because the weather's getting better here in Oz, and we've only got a short window before it's too hot, which doesn't bother me, but a lot of people will stop riding. Watch out for the squiggly worms on the trail. Have some fun.